What happens when the most feared and dangerous members of the bloodline gather in a hospital room where pain, loss, and vengeance collide into one chilling vow? This is not just another WWE storyline. This is the birth of a war that will reshape the entire company and change the course of the industry forever. Solo Sikoa just made a promise so dark and so personal that it sent shockwaves throughout the WWE universe. Standing beside his injured brothers, he swore that what Seth Rollins and his faction did to Roman Reigns and Jey Uso will not go unanswered, declaring that the days of arrogance, betrayal, and manipulation are numbered. This isn't hype, this isn't a promo, this is a blood oath etched in the walls of a hospital, and it marks the beginning of the bloodline's most ruthless chapter yet. If you're watching this, smash that subscribe button right now because what's coming is nothing short of historic and you don't want to miss a single second. The war for supremacy is about to explode and it's going to get brutal. Before we dive into every detail of this chilling declaration, make sure you're repping the family that built the island of relevancy. Grab the Roman Reigns OTC 1 gear, pick up the official Jey Uso 4L merch, and if you want to walk with pure chaos, don't forget Jacob Fatu's All Gas No Brains collection. Links are down below. Support the channel, stand with the bloodline, and join this movement because the war is here. Now let's set the stage. The wrestling world is still shaken by the vicious attacks that left Roman Reigns and Jey Uso hospitalized. The destruction at the hands of Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed left the dynasty broken and vulnerable. Roman, the tribal chief, sidelined and battling to recover. Jey, bruised and battered, lying in pain. Their legacy, once unstoppable, now hanging by a fragile thread. But just when despair seemed to define the bloodline, something happened that flipped the entire narrative. Inside that hospital room, Solo Sikoa, Jimmy Uso, and Jacob Fatu stood united over their fallen family, and the air itself turned heavy. It wasn't just a visit. It wasn't sympathy. It was vengeance igniting. In that room, Solo Sikoa stepped forward, his hand pressed firmly on Jey's shoulder as his brother struggled to sit up. With fire in his eyes, Solo growled, "This ends now. What they did to you, what they did to Roman, it will not go unanswered." His words weren't loud, but the intensity behind them froze everyone in place. And then Jacob Fatu, the wild card of chaos, slammed his fist into the wall, nearly cracking it, shouting that if Rollins and his allies wanted war, they would get war. The atmosphere grew colder, but it was Solo's final words that silenced even Jimmy and Jacob. In that moment, Solo Sikoa's obsession with becoming tribal chief vanished. His voice cut through the room like a blade as he declared, "I don't care about being tribal chief anymore. I care about family. And I swear on the bloodline name, Seth Rollins and his dogs will pay for this." The vow hung heavy in the air, a promise sealed not with politics or power, but with blood. This declaration is more than just storyline fuel. It represents a massive shift in WWE's future. Solo, once driven by ambition and title, is now driven purely by vengeance and loyalty, a transformation that could redefine the entire identity of the bloodline. Jacob Fatu's involvement signals that the family is not only united but expanding with dangerous reinforcements ready to wreak havoc. And while Jimmy stood silent, the fire in his eyes told the world that he, too, is all in. Behind the curtain, whispers are already spreading. Paul Heyman, the mastermind once at the core of the bloodline, is reportedly rattled, realizing that this is no longer about strategy but about unrelenting destruction. Meanwhile, Seth Rollins, arrogant as ever, believes his faction holds the upper hand, mocking Solo's rage and dismissing Jacob's threats. But arrogance has destroyed empires before, and this could be the misstep that shatters Rollins' dynasty. The WWE universe is buzzing with speculation. Will the bloodline form new alliances to strengthen their numbers? Could we see shocking returns of other family members stepping back into the war? How far will Solo, Jimmy, and Jacob go to restore honor and protect legacy? This isn't just another feud. This is personal. This is family. This is war. And it promises to be the most explosive conflict in modern WWE history. The Bloodline versus Rollins faction is not about championships, it's about vengeance, respect, and survival. So if you believe in the comeback, if you believe the Bloodline is about to rise from the ashes stronger than ever, then smash that like button, subscribe for non-stop updates, and hit the bell so you never miss the breaking news. This war is just beginning, and the question I'll leave to you is this: who will stand tall when the dust settles? Drop your predictions in the comments and let's light up the conversation.